Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying with Jim Misiura. Today I'm going to tie a nice wet fly that I have a lot of success with, and this is a Biot Bibio. The hook that I have in the vise is a Hemingway's. This is a shrimp Pupa fly hook size 12, and this is H112, and you get that from Frosty Fly, or you can get that from Bearskin Outfitters. I'm going to use a pink thread on this. This is an 8/0 thread. This hook is slightly offset, if you see. It's because it's curved. Give that little offset, and that helps you with the hook setting. Just going to keep that thread up front for now. And I'm going to put a hackle on first, and the hackle is going to be a hen. This is a hen neck hackle. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to strip down a bit of this. And we're going to tie this in at the front, and we're going to tie it in pointing forward. I've had a lot of success with this fishing for Great Lakes trout in the fall when they run. I'm going to use that stem to bring my thread back. Use that stem at that 45 to keep those thread wraps tight. And I guess I'm going to have to cut that. Going to wrap that stem down, bring my thread just slightly around the bend. I'm going to put a tag on first, and I'm going to use a red tinsel for the tag. I'm going to go ahead and give that a nice sharp dart on there, and we're going to tie that dart in. And I'm seeing the red side here. I'm going to go towards the rear first, so seeing the red side isn't going to be a big problem. And there we go. Going to go down maybe about 2 wraps, once, twice, and you want to keep this fairly tight. Now I'm going to bring it back up, and I'm going to wrap it a little bit higher than I need it, and this is just for securing the tinsel. We're going to wrap over a lot of that. Just going to have a tag on the finished product. Let's knock my head cement off. Good thing I keep it securely closed. We're going to trim that. Now you can take that head cement that I just dropped and coat that with the head cement. I'm going to use my UV cure. This is Deer Creek Diamond Fine. And I got a lot of it overspill here, so I'm just going to right in those threads there. There's plenty on there now. Take my bodkin needle and spread that around a bit. You only need a fine coating. And we'll give that UV light. It takes a few seconds for that to cure. I always like to give it a little bit longer, and that's good. That's cured. I'm going to bring my thread up to the top. And now I'm going to, this is my GSS rabbit dubbing. And this is olive. If you have a red, it's probably better on a Bibio. If you have a red crystal dub or hair blend dubbing. And you notice I'm getting this on there pretty heavy. Because what we're going to do is tease the dubbing out. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this. And now we're going to take our hackle and wrap that backwards. Put my pliers on there. Gonna give it one good one right at the front there, and then we're going to palmer this back. And I'm going to secure that with thread. Give that 2 or 3 wraps right there, and then bring your thread up through, securing each palmer wrap with your thread. Go ahead and take that hackle plier off. Get to the front. I'm gonna put a few wraps right there. Now I'm going to take my dubbing teaser. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and take off that excess. Take my dubbing teaser and tease that dubbing out. Don't worry about hurting your hackles. Not going to hurt them. You just use your dubbing teaser kind of like a comb after you dub it. After you tease it out. Kind of get everything to kind of go back there. Got one wild hackle up front. Oop. Now for the Biots, you can use natural Biots, but we want to use red. And I'm going to use the same Tinsel. I'm going to have a red flashy Biot on there. And I folded that tinsel in half so I can see the red side. I'm going to even them out. And then I'm going to cut a very long dart on them. And here we have the darts on them. Going to take them and we're going to put them on one on each side, and I want them about 3/4 the length of the body. We'll go ahead and secure them nice and tight right there. There we go. I like to see them flared out there a little bit. Get a couple of wraps in front of that there. It just really just helps you with the trimming. Helps get a nice tight trim there. Okay, now I'm going to put on another hackle. just take another hackle about the same size. Could even use a smaller one as long as the lengths are good. And we're going to give this 2 or 3 wraps right on the front. I'm going to go ahead and give this one the crew cut. Cut that a little bit smaller. Clean up that eye there a little bit as I'm doing it. And keep your thread around the middle of that head. Now you can put your hackle pliers on again. And pull everything to the rear as you're winding this. So this is a very good fly. And we're going to tie that off. Get a couple of wraps right there. And remove my hackle pliers. Go ahead and remove that hackle there. I'm actually going to wrap my head and then I'll trim off that excess hackle. Try to keep your everything towards the rear there. Gonna go ahead and whip finish this. And there is the, and it broke right off. Put a little bit of head cement on the head there. And that's looking pretty good. And here is my Biot Bibio. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions. Please visit my sponsors. And most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.